Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's your girl Ruth. Welcome back. So yeah, hey Libra gang, how y'all doing? I don't think I have a lot of Libras watching me, but that's cool. Anyway, um, and please put a like on it if y'all come in. I really would appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Libra with the Scorpio rising, and then we'll do a tarot read. Okay. Okay. Libra with Scorpio rising. Wrong glasses. The character of a man with the sun in Libra and the ascendant in Scorpio seems somewhat alien to his environment. Counting on society, they also feel that they feel somewhat entranced, and they react sharply to this. At their core, they like balance, poise, but others constantly interrupt their dreams so that they protect themselves with their bitterness, although it does not correspond to their convictions. I know my phone want to be stuck. Okay. They may at some time show themselves in the wrong light or even indulge in intoxication. At the same time, they are, as they say, vocal, but can work well in science. They can perform tasks that others cannot. Their moral foundations seem to others in a different light because they are not guided by generally affected opinions. Hmm. Libra with the ascendant Scorpio is very erotic, and it seems that all their antics are full of this. They cannot live without erotic, erotica. Even alone, they know how to help themselves and are prone to other such dubious adventures. They are often unrestrained, ready to take risks, so that after such an impetuous pursuit of lost values, they like seeming conflicts because they unconsciously seek the joy of reconciliation, to love quarrels, to enjoy the world. That seems to be their motto, which the average inhabitant, of course, does not understand. Let's read that again. They like seemingly conflicts because they unconsciously seek the joy of reconciliation, to love quarrels, to enjoy the world. That seems to be their motto, which the average inhabitant, of course, does not understand. However, they seemingly do not notice the average inhabitant. Behind the mask of suspicion and inflexibility lies a natural nature full of charm and love, which passionately wants to come to light. However, you prefer not to show your vulnerabilities, and people are afraid of your perseverance, energy, and magnetism, which comes from you. Yes, you do not want to change your image. Most Libras are not decisive, but not you. In life, everything is clear for you. Your views are stable and definite. Okay. You are characterized by secrecy and a propensity of loneliness, which you love to enjoy, considering that it has a life giving effect on you. You like to play the role of critic, and your comments can be sarcastic and very impartial. You have a rich imagination. You are distinguished by a quick temper, which, however, quickly passes. You truly love and just as honestly hate. Both Libra and Scorpio are sensual signs. Lovers eat well and communicate with the opposite sex. If you do not miss the opportunity to indulge in these pleasures, most likely your father treated you very well, but he was not particularly lucky in life. Perhaps you are the only child in the family, but if you have brothers and sisters, their life will probably not be easy. You have many friends from good families or from the world of arts and artists. Your relatives care about your interests and well-being. But at the age of about 30 years, you will have many home problems. Going to the dark side. Okay. I ain't put this to nobody else, but okay. The dark side. You are a glutton who can fill his belly with a record speed. You realize that this can be a kind of compensation, but what compensation? In your case, total. If life goes relatively smoothly, you will always invent a problem and go to the booze. Having drink, you start a fight with the first one that you got under your arm. And someday you will certainly be arrested for this. It can go so far that your friends and relatives will agree on whose turn it is to go to the police station and you take you on bail. Every time you repent of your behavior, but when life strikes again, everything starts again. Try to grow wiser until your loved ones leave you to cook in their own juice. Love and family. You like to leave representatives of the opposite sex in doubts about you. But one thing is for certain, it is a sign that never makes any random attempts. You are a proprietor by nature, jealous and vindictive, but the object of your passion must be worth the energy that you spent on his conquest. You never do anything by half. Falling in love, you surrender to your feeling completely, although your passion does not last forever. You are likely to marry more than once and will have many secret love relationships. You will have many children, including twins. Your children will marry early, and you will experience some secret experiences in connection with them. Financially, you will succeed through relatives who are married and through your marriage. Career money. Your propensity for criticism often helps you to make a career in occult research, chemistry, philosophy, or even detective investigations. You are also attracted to the marine business and work in the government. The financial institution is uncertain, especially in youth, but later life is improving and you will be able to succeed in matters related to foreign countries. You can have two professions, and both of them will give you income, particularly where you manage to conduct painstaking work behind the scenes of events, and this can also bring you money. Health and immunity. You tend to indulge in excesses and sometimes abuse food, drink, smoking, and sex. You are sleeping too little, and all this leads to stress and premature aging. You should try to be more moderate in your hobbies as you are prone to gallbladder disease, poisoning, and migraines. Also, handle hot and sharp objects with care. Your right arm and eyes are prone to injury. Basically, you are the cause of your own illness. Good to know, ain't it? Let's see if we can get another one. I put one on the page. Okay, I'll put it somewhere. Libra sign plus. Ascendant means Libra sun with Libra. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Libra sign with Scorpio rising. A Libra Scorpio is a contrary combination. Libra sign Scorpio rising will behave passionately or distantly, depending on what reaction they want from you. However, when it comes to family and friends, Libra Scorpio will always show their sun's sign tributes of cheerfulness and kindness. The Scorpio rising persistence makes Libra more willing to work things out when misunderstandings occur, when normally any kind of drama would make Libra turn away. Libra has a smooth way in handling people. Scorpio has strong persuasion skills. When you mix a Libra sign with the Scorpio, you can never quite tell if they're manipulating you or if you are choosing to do something because you want to do it. This is when to watch out. They display perfect manners, disarming you with their ladylike or gentlemanly behavior. They ask for your views on things, setting you up to tell you what they think your views should be. Libra Scope will be real thoughtful so they don't get in trouble with you for doing something else that was wrong. They'll use mental booby traps, getting you to spill the beans on what you're up to. They use a confide in me, I understand, demeanor to get you to leak secrets. If they're suspicious that you have done something wrong, be ready for the PI. Now, do you see? You can't get anything over a person who has a PhD in the manipulation persuasion arts. Libra Scorp's rising will be totally involved in a romance love affair with you. The question is, how will Libra Scorp show this commitment? Will it be guileless and affectionate, or will it be exciting and passionate? Well, that depends on what sign is the power seat. This person will love the game of courtship. They charm you with words, lay out without laying a hand on you, Libra, and switch to filling you with passion, leaving you aching, Scorpio. You better get ready for cold showers because this Libra will take their slow time in romancing you and they'll have fun doing it. Libra longs for a life of equilibrium and looks for a mate that balances them out. Scorpio rising gives this Libra a more profound desire to pursue a mate. A Libra Scorpio rising is a Libra, always ready for a relationship. A Scorpio is ruled by passion. May get into a serious relationship too soon, at least too soon to know if they have true compatibility. This rush to love brings the most problems. Excuse me. And this is when Libra Scorp sees how different and incompatible your dispositions are. That's when they realize your relationship isn't going to work. If you are starting out with Libra Scorp in a romance, make them go slow on purpose. Okay, good to know. Let's see what else, y'all. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here comes social Libra with a mysterious, sexy, no time to waste personality. With Scorpio rising, likable, polite, Librans benefit from a full of gusto, do it now and think about it later personality that makes them handy and energetically helpful. They'll warm up to strangers gradually, but they're amazingly devoted to the people who mean the most to them. They often express their devotion through practical assistance and thoughtful favors. They're good with their hands in some fashion or another, whether it's playing a guitar, fixing an engine, or applying makeup. And Libras born shortly after dawn will sometimes put these skills to work professionally, using their Libra word of mouth to make contacts and spread the word. But mysterious Scorpio is also a natural detective, so they might excel as private investigators, psychologists, and counselors too. Their knack for finding things out, whether it's checking up on suspect credit ratings or potentially unfaithful spouses. But they need to be careful that they don't conjure demons where there are none. Paranormal can be a problem for suspicious Scorpios. With Libra's preoccupation with other people's concerns and Scorpio's tendency towards suspicion, they can sometimes overreact to what's actually an innocent deed or gesture. Because Libra's bread and butter are beneficial interactions, these Librans need to avoid falling into these unseen, unspoken behavior patterns. And perhaps their best strategy for maintaining self awareness is regular quiet time. Extend moments when they sit and reflect on recent actions and consequences. Judging them honestly and objectively, they'll discover that others find them even more likable when they're a little more transparent in their daily dealings. Okay. Sharp contrasts are part of the character of every Libra Sun and Scorpio ascendant, leading to inner fragmentations. Obviously, Libras and Scorpio ascendants are dominated by all the traits that primarily belong to the Scorpio zodiac. This is why quite often Libras typically joy in living is somehow mute by Scorpio's man or woman reservedness in these people. A Libra with Scorpio ascendant set to any task with great passion and ambition, thus presenting amazing diplomatic skills. In general, they have high ideals and love to put their workforce into the service of mankind. But learn more about their characteristics now. Inner strife. Inconsistencies are part of the combination of Libra Scorpio ascendants. While the Libra zodiac is in general favorably disposed towards life in general and often lives for the moment, the ambitious and determined Scorpio views the world with a certain reservedness and cageness. Contradictions like this may overtax many Libras with Scorpio ascendants and cause inner turbulences. This inner strife can thus lead to peculiarities that seem to be impossible to understand for their environment and sometimes even totally unacceptable. People who are born as Libras with Scorpio ascendant have an amazing erotic appeal which they love to use every now and then. Due to the influence of the Scorpio rising jealousy and dominating behavior, The Libra sun with Scorpio ascendant risks their relationship by trying to dominate not only their partner, but all matters of daily life. Interesting. Dominated by Scorpio's influence. Profound imbalance is not easy to combine collab in those who are born with the Libra sun and Scorpio rising. For Libras are basically very optimistic in their views, and these struggles with the con- contemplative and boring Scorpio rising, Brooding. On the whole, Libras are light-hearted and cherish the comforts of life, whereas the Scorpio ascendants not only strive to go deep into everything, but even investigates the dark side of life. Since Scorpio traits dominate in the combination of Libra Sun and Scorpio Rising, a trait which is not always of advantage for the people born in this constellation. Libras are most light-hearted and full of joy of living, whereas Scorpio people are always fighting inner demons and this dominate Libra traits enormously. This inner strife causes several problems in those Librans and Scorpio ascendants who have weak characters, leading to more conflicts further inspired by their tendency to break taboos. And opposition, hold on. Sorry, yeah. Where do these demons ever stop? Okay. I gotta learn to separate my feelings from other people's feelings. Okay. That's one thing. I'm not this Scorpio Rising, but Libras, that's what we need to do. Those that want to master. Separate your feelings from other people's feelings. They have a right to feel the way they feel, okay? And you can only advise as much as you can, but everybody has a role to play. Everybody came here for certain roles, okay? Anyway, let's go back. Where did I stop? On the whole, Libras are lighthearted and cherish the comforts of life, whereas the Scorpio ascendant not only strives to go deep into everything, but even investigates the dark side of life. Since Scorpio traits dominate in the combination of Libra, Sun, and Scorpio rising, a trait which is not always advantage for the people born in this constellation, Libras are most lighthearted and full of joy of living, whereas Scorpio people always fight in inner demons and thus dominate the Libra traits enormously. This inner strife causes several problems in these Libras with Scorpio ascendant, who have weak characters, leading to moral conflicts further inspired by their tendency to break taboos. In opposition to that, the sociable and outgoing Libra will be combined in a thought out, harmonious way with the contemplating and thoughtful Scorpio and those people who have achieved a higher standard of morality, due to diplomatic skills and their passionate and tenacious commitment. People with Sun in Libra, Scorpio ascendant reach their goals easily. They often put their high ideas and their skills as well into the service of humanity. Sorry, yeah. Okay. I was trying to find celebrities that are. There we go. Why is it so hard when you get to this part of the wheel? Start getting to the top, past this line, this AC and IC line. When you start from Virgo on, it's always different. It's always hard to find. Oh, yeah. Uh, da, 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 da. It's not giving me straight answers. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know? I mean, it just completely just took it out. I don't know, Libra Gang. Tyrone. Hey, Tyrone Jackson. Don't turn to psychics or mediums to get help. They will make you unclean. I am the Lord. Uh, y'all need to really understand what you read in that Bible because you're missing the whole thing. And you need to really look at life, the secrets of it, and what's really going on. Okay, because you're living in an old system that was meant to control you. Okay, and we out of that system. So you should be searching for truth when you read it. Ask for truth and guidance and the codes that you're supposed to be knowing when you read that Bible. Okay? Because y'all not reading it right. Y'all not reading it right. You know, and you talking to somebody who used to think just like y'all. If you're still here, I used to think like that till I asked for the truth. And when I asked for the truth, they gave me the truth. Y'all need to read it. And you probably haven't even read that Bible all the way and study it like you in school and compare it and then see how many stuff is missing. You know, when you start looking at stuff like that and you open your eyes to what's missing, then you can see better. You know what I'm saying? And not stay under rulership of somebody else. Anyway, okay, Libra gang, let's see. Libra, Scorpio, Rising. They say clean garage, declutter. And we got work on your brain, eat some fruits and vegetables. Get a plant or plant one inside or out. Teeth, work on them. Definitely. Okay. Say one more, so I'm going to go for one more, Libra. Whoa. We got blood clogs and mucus. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't put an instance. Yeah, y'all have to start researching stuff for yourself and read all kind of different other Bibles of other cultures and see what all that stuff mean. Don't take this one culture's advice. Take other cultures. You need to read. I bet you haven't read that whole Bible. You're just getting bits and pieces and coming at people. If you would read it right, it's another scripture in there that says that that's accurate, that you suppose they use that for healing, for helping, for going against different things. See, I know you haven't read it because you're taking bits and pieces of what you heard growing up and you have not studied it. You have to study things, compare it, ask for guidance from the true creator. Okay? The true creators. Because y'all been fooled. I was gypped. I was like that. I was like that. I really was. I can't understand what y'all talking about. Because I was on people bad. I know exactly how y'all doing. I was really off into it. Really, really bad. Oh my goodness. Till I just asked for truth one day. What is really going on? Because what I've been taught and what I'm reading is not happy. It's not the truth. Something else is going on. Because how can a God that destroy even children? See, y'all not reading. Y'all not reading. And I will cut off source. See, y'all not reading. That's been from the beginning. Y'all need to go and read. When you read, if you tell me you read that whole Bible and studied it and didn't find flaws, okay, and you didn't see what was missing out of that Bible, how many 50 books are missing out that Bible, and you did, and you went and you seen the Vatican and discovered how many they have the rest of the Bible, and you went to other cultures and read the Bible from other cultures, then you come back to me and tell me what you found out. Otherwise, stay off my channel because you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Right. Okay. And not only the children, it belongs to everyone. See, but y'all need to study because you're telling me bits and pieces that you only get in there and you want to judge. But I guess it's coming back to me because I was like that. I was like that. I really was. I was like that. So, the karma comes back around. I understand. But astrology been here since you want to say Jesus. How you think they followed the stars to find Jesus? Okay. They followed the stars to find him. Okay. Y'all not reading. Y'all picking bits and pieces and picking. You're just picking bits and pieces. You're not reading. I have now one of y'all told me, I mean, who read the Bible fully? Who read it and studied it? I want to see. Who read and studied the Bible besides doing bits and pieces? Otherwise, stop. All righty then, Libra gang. It will be on us, child. Okay, let's see what we got. There you go. Okay. Witchcraft. Now that comes from, we're talking about the Scorpio aspect. Okay. And of course, Empress is shining, looking good, smelling good, fertile, whole 9 yards. Okay. Then we got using your gut feelings or overusing it. Okay. Then we got 7 of Wands, frustration. You're able to overcome your frustration. You're on top of the situation. Third deacon, Leo, Mars. So it's reverse. So either you letting things get to you. Okay, my son has this placement and he let things get to him. He's so passionate till he can feel almost a whole street where we stay at, their feelings, their anger, their hate. they're being afraid. You know what I'm saying? He can feel all of that, and it will weigh him down. He was an empath to the highest. He was an empath. He knew their secrets. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want that feeling. He wanted to be regular. He wanted to shine. He wanted to be, handsome guy and work and and everything. But he was felt like he was alienated, just like it say. He felt like he was alienated because we didn't understand the Scorpio rising part, you know, and the trickery. Well, I wouldn't say the trickery. I would say the insight, because a Scorpio is meant to look deeper into things. That's where you get the looking. That's where you get the scientists. See, y'all wouldn't say that to a scientist. That's where you get the That's where you get the astronauts. They going into space. Okay, you know what I'm saying. You get the ones who digging in the earth for artifacts of future of past events. You know of what happened in long time ago for is the Egyptian culture and different other cultures that they find. Some of those things they find do not look good. You know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of things they did for that during those times was to keep different things away and to protect themselves. Okay. So that's how you got to look at the Libra Scorpio. You have to look at it, protect yourself. Just like I said about, if y'all really follow me, about the devil card. The Egyptian used, which they made up. If y'all would really research and not judge, okay, because I need to teach y'all, because I was just like y'all, and research, and you'll find out that this is part of about 3 or 4 different, uh, I don't want to say deities, but different things they put together. Because the devil, that's a lie name. See, that's come from researching and asking for the truth. That it's a BES and Pan. BES was a deity that the ancient Egyptians used to keep evil spirits away. Okay? So they used that to keep evil spirits away and to protect the children. So they made these statues and different other things, and they called on this BS to protect their children. They even say prostitutes will make tattoos by their private parts for them not to get any sickness or disease. Okay, that's why I say you got to research stuff. Okay, I know I was just like y'all. I'm not mad. I was just like y'all. I was all up in there. Till I started noticing in church. I started noticing what's going on. I started noticing, okay, in my neighborhood, there was a church at every corner, but there was still violence and deceit in and out of the church. And then I would see the preachers go and mess with young girls, hit on myself as well, judge me in a way to put me down under control. And they see they couldn't do that. So they had to come to me all kind of different other ways. Um, Preachers going and meeting with people I know, the deacons, you know, and I started looking at everything that was going on in my neighborhood. Well, I'm like, okay, if this is a holy place sitting in your neighborhood and it's on every corner, why wouldn't they change the neighborhood? So what's really going on? You know? Then I found out that they were put there to make sure the neighborhood stay in a certain order of destruction. So whatever they bring to the neighbor, get ready to bring to the neighborhood, they bring it through the church. And they have the church going through the picking a Bible verse in order to make the people do what they want them to do in that neighborhood. Okay. So I started looking at the stuff, and I've been looking at that since I was a child. Then my mom, I'm so glad she let us go to different churches. Then we got to see the difference of what's going on, you know? So I think Libra Scorpio, you're going to have to figure that out. You're going to have to stop and say to yourself, are those my thoughts? Because you know, you got the government messing with you, you got the underworld by being Scorpio, and the lies that have been told about the underworld. Then you got all these rituals they put all in the world to mess with people's mind, to keep them a slave, a sheep, okay, under the rulership, okay, of this Bible, right? So if you don't stop and read this for yourself, matter of fact, I did a video on the signs, zodiac signs in the Bible. Okay. This is nothing new under the sun. So y'all need to research. None of y'all told me yet that y'all read this whole Bible and studied it. I don't see nobody telling me that. You know? So I don't know what y'all picking. Y'all just throwing stuff. You know what I'm saying? You throwing stuff with no understanding. I wanted to understand what I'm doing. Whatever I do, I take time. I research about these cards. I research about what I'm doing. Astrology and physics, alchemy. I went back. Alchemy is also it's astrology, uh, astronomy in so many ways because it's okay. Alchemy is making things. You putting things together. You make jewelry. You find, you make different things. Alchemy is making stuff. Okay, that's the whole purpose of alchemy. Without alchemy, we couldn't live in these houses. We couldn't have these cars. We couldn't have jewelry. We couldn't have clothes. It's a mixture of different elements, different things. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to really go research stuff because that's what I did. I researched. I wouldn't do this or get off into this if I didn't understand what I was doing. So y'all need to take the time to do that. But alchemists make things grow. You know what I'm saying? They find solutions to problems. Just like when you go to that grocery store, who made stores? Why do we have stores? I researched that. Control. So they can control what you eat. Okay. Now they got it so much when you go in the store, they know what products, what food you go and get. And they advertise it on your phone. They advertise it while you're at home. They thank you for coming in their stores. And then where did the stuff come from that's in the stores that you asked that question? Then I went back to find out that GMO, the government and different ones have 10 laboratories that's all over the world that makes food, and they take all the elements and minerals out. They put food together that's not supposed to be together so they can keep us sick, so they can keep us going to the hospital and the pharmacists and the psychiatrists so they can keep their legacies going. Did y'all research that? See, y'all need to research some stuff and see what's really going on. And it's not nothing new. It's all in that Bible. And some of it they took out, because they don't want you to know. You got to want to know what's going on. If you stuck in a judgmental stage, something wrong. Something wrong. Because everybody has free will. Everybody can do what they want to do. You cannot make nobody do nothing they don't want to do. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all need to find out more about what you're talking about. Okay? So anyway, yeah. So you're either not using your intuition, okay? And you maybe trying to keep a blind eye to what's going on. Okay. Now these are things that you can do. Okay, for instance, the Scorpio side is deep. Okay. Now we got the different like the Greeks and the Romans and all this say about um, the Hades and what's down there and all that kind of stuff. What does that really mean? Is that really true? You have to ask yourself, who's exactly am I? They already said making up stuff in your mind, blowing stuff up more than what it really is. So you have to figure out what you're seeing, where is it coming from? Because it could be things that you're watching on TV. You know, it could be things that, how people, kids are scared of bumping the nights and the shadows. They've been programmed to fear all of those things instead of trying to see, did I really see that? And I know some things are here because you got ghosts, you got, shadows, you got all kind of stuff here, but are they horrible like we've been taught? Then we got our ancestors visit you. My mom visited me the other day. That was a warning because my daughter was finna be sick. Okay. So all that's in that Bible, y'all. Y'all don't read. Okay, read. But Libra score, you have to determine and separate. First off, you got to eat right. You got to find, I started eating Mother Nature's plants, growing Mother Nature's plant. It's mostly what I eat. Knowledge is more food to me than actual food. Okay. I drink a lot of teas for Mother Nature. Work on your brain, eat some fresh vegetables. That's one of the things they said. Okay. And declutter. Declutter garage can mean your garage, you. Okay. Cleaning yourself out, not eating sweets, soda water, that's acid. There's too much stuff going into your body, and that makes you, it makes some kind of movement in there, or it can slow your blood down, and getting stuck. So that way it could be creating things in your head if you're not eating right, watching the right things. Have some sort of routine in the morning of how you get up in the morning, how you start your day. Because how you start your day, if you start your day negative, then of course you're gonna bring negativity to you. But if you start and fight those things and start really pinpointing, get your paper and pencil and say, okay, wait a minute. Mark down the good things, mark down the bad things, you know, and figure the two out. Well, what did I eat that day? Keep a schedule. What did you eat? What did you do? What did you watch? Who was around you? Because we got these people who are not so good, not so nice, that come around you and try to cause havoc. Okay, like I said, my son, he can feel like in these departments. I can too. I can feel different things about people. If it's bad or good, I can feel it. You know, so you have to look at it like that. Is that my feeling, or is that somebody else? You know, people don't know how sensitive different people are. Everybody is not the same. Just because you don't feel like I feel, don't mean that my feelings are wrong. You know, so you have to determine, and you have to pencil and paper and really sit down and figure out about your own self first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? You have to really figure. Did I already put this down? I'll put this again because they can confuse me. But anyway, Libra, this hours anyway. Yeah, clean your system out, okay? Because you can also tell from your shoulders. You can tell if some a reaction is going to come by how aligned your shoulders are. If they're not on the same level, one is higher than the other one, you got some complications. And if your glands are swollen, your blood is not flowing like it should be. So do a cleaning out, you know, different ways to clean your body out through fruits, vegetables, like we've been saying. My family have always used, my mom have always used Epsom salt and water. Everybody can't get it because it's magnesium. Okay. So magnesium cleans the body out and from the brain to the foot. Stay at home if you're going to use it. Okay. You know, so you need decluttering. You need to clean your body out. That's number one. Okay. Watch who your surroundings. See, they got 10 things that you're probably doing that's keeping you in a state where you're in confusion. You don't know what's going on with yourself. Okay. And then isolating yourself could be very good while you get yourself together. But don't stay isolated from the world. Because if you stay isolated from the world, you're not enjoying yourself here. And the whole purpose is to enjoy yourself. It's not to work hard, have a family, um, you know what I'm saying, and then get sick and die. They lied. That's why I say people need to realize what's really going on here. Take your time and study the Virgo in you, because you're probably a cusp of Virgo. Study, research, like I just told y'all, and find out what's really going on in this world. Okay. And really going on with you. Okay. Okay. Then not trying to one up nobody, not trying to make nobody scared of you, running away from you, trying to be different. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stand out, cause havoc. Then as you research yourself and realize that the Mars in air, then Scorpio part of you, because most people don't know anything about this birth chart. This is all about you. So take time out to study yourself. All about you. It's not 100% accurate, but it's enough to get you started on yourself. Okay. And when you do that, you find out that Scorpio was from the Mars planet. So the Mars planet is Aries planet as well for war. Just like I say, every time that y'all hear on TV that they talk about Mars, going to Mars, there's going to be some type of war. They start, and it was the shot, that was a war, okay? And any other thing they thought of, if you go through history, you'll see that. And then now it's actual war with Russia and UK. So anytime they announce the Mars going into planets going up in the sky, you got to look at what planet they talking about. And then you'll know what you need to do for your mind state. So by having this in your chart, by having Scorpio, Scorpio is a Mars, so that makes you, like they say, you will cause havoc because maybe things get too boring. You think that's not normal, being quiet. So now you got to say, okay, wait a minute. It's okay to be quiet. It's okay not to always be doing something. It's okay to go out and enjoy the beautiful sunlight and, enjoy Mother Nature's plants and hear the birds singing and look at the ants, how they build. And you know what I'm saying? It's okay. So you have to take your time and really get away from others to get your mind together. But if you live in a city, that's going to be hard because a lot of noise. It's a lot of things that you feel of others. It's a lot of things going on, the ambulance going on, the fire trucks, the police, just all kind of havoc going on. And that's kind of hard. And that's what keep people on medication. And we all know that the medication does not heal. It keeps you hooked. And when you stay hooked on something, it gets worse. Because if you read the medication, all kind of side effects. So you're going to have all them side effects plus what you think you have because you haven't taken the time out to study yourself. Mother Nature has every cure for everything with her beautiful plants outside. That's natural, that you can take and make teas and everything. I do it all the time. Okay. And you ain't got to worry about that. You can cure yourself of anything, even got it for mental illness, whatever it may be. Scientists know that. The doctors know that. That's why they took it from the women back in the day who were healers, which they call witches. Okay. They were healers and they did it with Mother Nature's plants. And they decided to take that from women and make them feel weak. Okay, and give it to the men, which they can make money. Women delivered babies because they know how a woman's body reacts. And then if you did oppress a woman, some men were very gentle back in those times. that they knew if they aroused their woman, that she had to have the babies. So they would mess with her mind state and they will cause her to have pain while she's pregnant. So they didn't do that to their women. They didn't oppress their women. Okay. They took good care of their women. And when their women got pregnant, they made sure they were gentle with them. So when the woman had her baby, she did like animals. They would prepare a place. She went by herself to give birth. She didn't need anybody because she wasn't in any pain. You know what I'm saying? The men didn't oppress her, you know. And it's a whole. I got a video on that too for placenta and um what you call it, the women that midwives, you know. So you got to figure out, Libra score, what's going on in your own life, regardless of what anybody else's opinion. That's not your business. You got to learn to protect yourself. So we got all these elements that's from Mother Nature, okay? And these elements are Mother Nature's crystals, rocks, gold, silver, all this stuff comes from Mother Nature, okay? So if you would read if the book of Adam and Eve, that's not telling the whole story because it's many beginnings from different gods, but that's another story. He gave them incense. He gave them gold, frankincense, myrrh to protect themselves because he knew there's other energies that are not so good out here. And they put there to keep you or make you recognize the path that you're supposed to be on, okay? And how to fight, you know. It's like a game. It's a chess game. It's a maze. It's, you have to figure out how you're going to play the game. That's what it is. I'm sorry to say that's exactly what's going on. It's a big game. And we don't think it's funny. But whoever designed it, which they say we've all played a different roles, we've been here different times before, okay? So we got something to do with that. So now you asked to come down here, being this person who you are. You asked to come into being a Libra with a Scorpio ascendant. Okay. So you wanted the challenges. So what are you going to do with those challenges? Are you here to solve it and make find out the reason so you can help other people? Because it's all about helping others. You can't make nobody do anything, but you can tell them your findings or what you found out, to cure yourself. Just like his name, what is his name? Larry King, famous Larry King used to be on TV. He had Scorpio Rising and mental health. He figured out how to master that. He have facilities all over America for people to go and figure out your own self. It's expensive, but that's how he helps society. You're here to do something. You know what I'm saying? You're not here to bash people or tell them what you think they should be doing. You only give your opinion or how you think, what your views are and things that you figured out, and let them make the choice to do that. That's all we're here for. We're not here for nothing else. Okay. So you have to figure out yourself first. Okay. Then we got celebration. Okay. Bright happiness, second deacon, Cancer, Mercury. So this could be, having a good time, friends. Are you having a good time? Maybe not overindulging. You want friends. Everybody wants somebody they can talk to, whether it's one or two persons or three. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants somebody to talk to, share their secrets with or whatever, as much as you're allowed to tell that person, right? But you also have two of wands. You have first deacon Aries, Mars. We're talking about Aries and Mars. Short journey, moving to or near water. So see, he got the world in his hands. So he's like viewing what he can create. What I was just talking about. Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? What am I creating? You know what I'm saying? To leave my mark on this world. To help somebody else. You know, that's the view of this. You know, am I letting things block me from moving and being the highest and my highest potential in life, being who, you know what I'm saying, going to the next level? Am I doing that? Am I letting other people or my view and my mind state keep me from moving to the next level? First, like I tell my daughter, first thing you got to fight with in this world is your mind and your body not cooperating, your spirit or whatever it is. Because your body going to fight it at every point because it's comfortable. It gets comfortable. You know, it likes what it likes. You know, so that's going to be your main thing you fighting against. See, and look, then you got the rainbow. That's every culture in the world. Can you get along with people? Do you want to get along with people? Because we all the same. They've been doing different things on us all. DNA change, the whole 9 yards. But you want to be happy. So once you realize all of that, you got to say to yourself, okay, so why would I be prejudiced? Why would I be judgmental? If you do your homework, like I say, everybody's connected. Whether there's so-called aliens, fallen angels, the universe, the other planets, it's all connected to one thing that made source, God, goddess, whatever you want to call it. Why do they disrespect the goddess? Why it's only a god? You ask those questions, you know? You have to ask questions. You have to talk to whoever you need to talk to. You know, at that time, I believe in the same God that y'all did, and not saying that I don't. And they start, okay, do this. Okay, read this. This how I want you to read it. This how I want you to study. Get your notebook. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to help everybody else, but that was for me, for my enlightenment, for what I asked. So you have to take the time out for yourself and not being judgmental. And love each other. I don't care if they gay, straight, whatever, that's not your issue. Okay? How did you love them? What did you do to help them out? Okay? How's your heart? Are you going to destroy your child if your child tell you they like another boy and they're a boy, another girl, they're a girl? But you going to try to rebuke a demon out of them when maybe they asked to come here that time and experience that? See, if you don't go any further than this and don't understand that it's so many chapters that's missing out of here, and you don't research and ask and see what is really saying, you'll judge people. How many gay people have been killed? And then you got Morphidites. So what they are? You say they evil too. They have both penis and vagina. Are they wicked? They were born with it. You know, I guess they say they came from the devil. How you know? Okay. Have you researched history? Because the Gemini is the twin. That's had two heads with the same body. If you want to go to that planet, Mercury. Okay. So did they come from the planet Mercury? Do you know that? Did you research that? You know what I'm saying? Instead of judging people. Look what I say. Judgment. Instead of judging people. So now, Libra Scorpio, you got to judge yourself. You got to rise to the occasion, level up, heal yourself, research, okay? Research and find out what's going on, you know, dig deep, go and research. And see, you might be a healer bringing people up. Just like they said, Zeus took the plant that was for immortality because nobody's supposed to die. Now, who is Zeus? What does that actually mean? You know what I'm saying? But then they got a plant in the ocean for the Samaritans. I think they're the Samaritans. They're supposed to live in the ocean. They have a plant in the ocean that they only need one plant to survive that have every nutrients in the world in it. And they use it when they come into land. Who's to say that's not true? How you to say that? You don't know. Did you research? But before you get off into other people, who are you? Did you find out anything about yourself, who you really are, what you came here for, what you're supposed to be doing? You know what I'm saying? Judging yourself first. Just talking about that. Then the divine opens the door. And I notice I've always had this vision of the darkness behind the darkness in the clouds. And I never could go past the darkness. Okay. And I know something behind that darkness, right? And I never could until the other day, the other night. It opened up and let me in. Okay. I don't know if Libras, y'all having that vision. It's gone beyond. It gave you another gift. When you do this, when you understand in yourself. And I could see what's behind the darkness now. I'm not going to say, but I'm just saying. And they explain it to me like this. When you're playing a game on a computer, on your phone app, and they give you like a whole bunch of games on that app, and they might have 4 or 5 of them that you can conquer, right? That's unlocked. And then you look at all the rest of them are locked until you accomplish these games right here. And when you accomplish these games, they unlock maybe 2 or 3 more. That's what they do. It's a game. It's a game. Okay. Sorry to say, that's the way it is. So they unlock another, and I felt it in my brain on the right side. I went, ow. It was like something opened up. And then I started, it opened, the darkness opened up, and I got to see. It's like Wizard of Oz. When Dorothy was going down the trail, down the yellow brick road, all the way up to the wizard house, and took the curtains back, and she seen what was behind the curtains. You know, certain things you have to do. That's the way it is. Hate it, but victory. You have victory when you find that out. What you supposed to be doing here? Okay, there you go, depth. Now this transformation, transforming yourself. That's what it's all about. This is the Scorpio, the Libra Scorpio. Scorpio is all about transformation, taking what I'm just talking about and going beyond. Or if you find yourself, maybe you was a drunkard or whatever it may be, and you transforming yourself. I'm not doing that, and I'm messing with my body like that anymore. I'm finna change. That's really what this is, changing yourself. If not, you end up dead or sickly, right? So you're transforming yourself. This card, either way, means the same thing. Okay. See, there it is. Indulging, drinking, thinking about the past, you know, never moving forward, overindulging in things. So you got to transform yourself, feeling sorry for yourself. Why don't people like me? Why don't I fit in? Why this? Why that? You spend your whole life on a why and judging other people and miss your whole life. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. If you look at it that way, it's a beautiful life. A smile, a gesture. Can I help you? You know what I'm saying? What you came here to create, whatever that may be, little or small, is important. So getting out of this state, this could be you're missing someone, a mom, dad, sister, somebody that was close to you, Queen of Cups, Gemini, Cancer, Psyche, soft, gentle, motherly, maybe somebody that really was there for you. And I know this my son, yeah, I know he missing me right now. He has to go through his own challenges, and I have to take myself and put it over here and realize that the things that he have to be responsible for, he's grown. So he have to make the decision, you know, to transformation. He have to make a decision to not wallow in sorrow and grief and figure out his life. I can't do that for him. He can't hide under mama. Okay? He can't hide under me. I was thinking about this when it just said that about someone when I was growing up. Her name was Black. My uncle had he didn't marry her mom, but they was living together. And she had a lot of kids when he met. She only had a son for him. But Black was so sweet. She paid attention to us kids, you know. And we would make all the mud cakes and stuff outside, putting up. I always was doing the alchemist. I always was putting something together, creating something. She would be like cleaning up at people's house. She made her little change. So we would follow her wherever she was. And she would take our little mud cakes and stuff and she would bring it in the house and put it in the oven, you know, and let it bake and then, you know, give it back to us and stuff. And she got killed. She got killed. They say that she met somebody and he threw her out the car and you know, she got killed. I don't know, ran over her or whatever, how fast the car was going or whatever. But when I was young, I don't know if I had a problem of putting things in the back of my head, I guess to keep on going. And I would always still go to my uncle's house. And my uncle, I loved him, was a Scorpio, you know, but something else. He understood me though. I really appreciate that. And after my aunt died, that he was staying with, I used to always go, especially for my cousin. Me and him was kind of similar ages. But I know now that I was still looking for her. You know, I was still looking for her. And I would walk around. I'm from a little country town. And I would walk around and stuff. I was still looking for her. You know, she was the only one that paid attention to me, you know. And I just realized that today, you know, that's who I had been looking for. Somebody who would take the time out that really paid attention. You know, that's kind of what everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that took the time out to really listen to what you had to say. You felt that they cared, they understood. You might not have listened to everything they said, but you know they cared, you know? So, you know, that's just something I was thought about today, right? I pray for her every night. Don't get me wrong. I thank them for the stuff that they've been in my life, you know, different other things I do, but that's another level. Then we got travel the chariot, Cancer, Sag, movement of resonance, journey, victory over situation or problem, balance in the opposite polarity. So once you know the light and the dark side of yourself, the good and the bad, so-called good and bad, okay, then you can start working on yourself, okay? Then you can start really knowing who you are and what you came here to do. But you have to put the work in. You can't listen to nobody else's opinion of who you are. They can give you bits and pieces of information, but you have to figure out who you are and what you came here for. That's your job. That ain't nobody else's job but yours. Don't get that twisted. That's your job. Okay? So it might not be a speedy process. And believe me, you'll be doing this for the rest of your life. I'm finna be 60. Okay. And I'm still finding out bits and pieces about myself. Okay. So this is an ongoing thing. But I can look back at my life and I can actually pat myself on the back and I can actually say I help people. I generally love from my core being, you know, and they could tell you, and they could tell you, and I give respect, Miss Ruthie, you know what I'm saying? Give respect. So that's what it's all about. Who did you set on the right path? I just gave them ideas. I used to give them parties to neighborhood kids because I was from a neighborhood that wasn't so great. Gave them attention. You know, they could talk. When I see anything, I fussed at them like a parent. You know what I'm saying? And I would always try to do things. What are you doing here? Because the universe want to know. God, whoever you want to say God is. If you're not being productive and changing people's lives for the better so they can find out who they are and go to their next mission, then you're a waste. So be careful with that. Okay. Don't just hold on to stuff, grip it, because nothing is yours. You came here without nobody. And when you're in that coffin, so they programmed it, you're going to be laying there without nobody. Somebody had to put your clothes on when you came here. Somebody had to put your clothes on when you die. You can't take nothing with you unless somebody put it in your coffin or in the cave or wherever you're going to be. Okay. So don't hold on to stuff so tight. Enjoy it. It's not ours anyway. Mother Earth is not ours. This land is not ours. Nothing is ours. We came here to borrow stuff and leave it here. We're supposed to go into a different dimension. We're supposed to be, this is only to teach you how to go to be the best that you can be, wherever that may be. Okay? This is what it's for. Not to get stuck and hold on to things and have a closed mind and stay in the box. That's not what it's here. That's not what we're here for. Okay? Some people don't want to take the blinders off, but I advise you to do that. You want to stay in the box. You don't want to see the truth. Everybody have a choice. You want to be weighed down on all these burdens and complain all the time and look at the world like it's, going to hell in a handbasket instead of enjoying. Instead of enjoying this beautiful world. It's beautiful. Mother Nature is beautiful. And I wish they stopped being activists. They're taking stuff out of this earth that's making her quiet. They starting these storms. What about that? You know what I'm saying? Getting together and trying to find out how to make her a better place. Stop them from digging. Do we have to have all these cars? Do we have to take the trees down and make these homes? What happened to sand and dirt? Is there other ways to make different stuff besides tearing up Mother Nature stuff? Our ancestors didn't do that. They appreciated her. The women that were here, they so-called witches, they enjoyed Mother Earth. They took care of Mother Earth. Wudang means taking care of Mother Earth, make sure she's respected. Taking care of your neighbors, making sure they got enough to eat, planning, making sure your family is taken care of. Research stuff. Okay? Don't look at everything like it's crazy, like they want you to. Yeah, it's the other side. They're using these rituals. You can go outside and feel it in the air. They want to make you scared and terrified of everything because they want to stay in power. And who are they? Do you know who that is? Have you researched that? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Just figure out who you are, Libra Scorpio. That's all I can say. And what did you come here to do? Why are they making you stuck? Are they programming you to do what they want you to do, to give you some kind of shot where you can go and shoot up the schoolhouse and shoot up the church house or be a sniper? You know what I'm saying? Like, remember Batman when the Joker used schizophrenic people with mental illness? Are you mental ill, or are you just know and see different things and feel different than others? Yeah, you're going to feel different because it's different. Few of y'all like that. And what's wrong with that? Why would you let people judge you? Why would you care about what they said about you? Why would you care? Live and let live. Well, they said you can teach a person how to fish, or however that saying go, instead of just helping them and people just giving everything to you. Learn how to fish yourself. Learn how to find out about your own self. This is abundance. Congratulations if you're pregnant. What about your children? Are you teaching your kids? Are you teaching them hate? Are you teaching them to judge people? What are you going to do? They have to live in this world too. And they got different missions. So you keep putting your agenda on them, making them very unhappy. I hate to say it, but a lot of kids are killing their own parents because of that. Okay? So be careful. Getting a letter or phone call coming in. Okay. Somebody's unloyal. Don't be unloyal to yourself. I don't know if your dog or animal passed away. My condolences. A lot of obstacles in this world. You have to master certain ones to get to the next level. You can't stay stuck. You got to open your eyes for yourself. Sun shining on you. Okay. Creators love us. Okay. Don't get that twisted. It's all up to you how your future gonna be. Many of y'all probably on here being readers, and don't let nobody judge you on what you're doing. Don't do that. Don't let nobody. They need to mind their own business. Okay, they need to figure out where their life is going. They can't tell you about your life. They ain't nobody got no walk around with no excellent that's engraved from the creators, excellent on their body, and they beaming to show that they know everything. I ain't never seen nobody like that on this earth. You know what I'm saying? That they correcting everything in the past, everything, so they get to walk around and judge everybody. I ain't seen nobody like that. Everybody got to go to the bathroom. Everybody walk on the ground. Everybody got to get in the shelter. Everybody got to eat something. Okay. Now, when you get to floating in the air and you ain't got to eat nothing, and whatever you want, you get like that, and it comes to you. You know what I'm saying? And you like a genie or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't got, then I'm gonna pay attention to what you're saying. I'm like, oh shoot, you know something. You tell me what's going on. But otherwise, mm-mm. Okay, we got King of Coins, Gemini. Gemini's Mercury. Like to talk. You got, and that's probably what you need to be doing. Saying your story. You know what I'm saying? Because it's your circle. Everybody has a circle of people that follow them. Look at what is his name? I want to say Alan Sanders, but I don't know if that's his name. The guy who produced the movies, and he always had the same crew that play on his movies. He already knew this. He knew he came with these people. He traveled all through the universe with these people. Okay, and he put them on his movies. They make great movies. What is his name? Dang, something Sanders. He add different people at different times, but he mostly used these certain people. He already knows past, present, and future. Do we? Mm-mm. That King of Coins signifies by a person ruled by Gemini, intelligent, restless, volatile, and fickle. Right way up the notes of Gemini woman. I think. Now it's time to think for yourself. Okay? And speak out helping somebody else. You know, whatever you came here to do. Talking again, not cussing and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, everybody get the everybody. Whatever your circle is, if you cuss, I'm pretty sure they do too. Okay. So don't let nobody make you feel bad about that either. You can get your point across cursing. Okay. Whatever. And that's Taurus and Virgo, earthly bound. Okay. And the swords are news of sickness or death. So be careful. Okay. Take care of yourself. You got 10 again, and they got a cow for growth. Um, Take care of your health, and that could be, this is the air signs, the Libra. So it's mind, the mind state. Talking. So either they talking your situation out. Some people discussing stuff and don't need to be discussing you, or if hospital, whatever it may be, they discussing you. Okay. Then we got number 8. The balance, reverse, justice. Okay. And it's Capricorn. Capricorn, Saturn is rulership. Okay, the way this 3D world works, very judgmental. So then it's reversed. So maybe they're not judging you. Okay, let's see. Then, son of the earth, that to be victorious over thyself and dominate obstacles is to but a part of the human task. To accomplish it entirely, thou must establish equilibrium, balance between the forces that thou hast brought into play. All actions produce reactions. The will should foresee the shock of opposite forces in order to temper or annul them. If the balance should appear, it signifies that the future is balanced between good and evil, and warns that an unbalanced mind is like an abortive sun. So remember, I was saying you got to get your own mind together. You're in charge of you. You want to be unbalanced or balanced. You want opposite polarities. What did we just talk about? Okay. You got to know both sides of you. You can't be like nobody else. So stop comparing yourself to somebody else. Oh, she ain't got to go through the stuff, or he ain't got to go through the stuff I go through. I sure wish I was like him. You don't know what a person got to go through. It's always somebody doing worse than you, and it's always somebody doing better than you. Okay? And what? Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You can't dwell on what somebody else doing and how their life is. We got Libra and Aquarius, the two of coins. So that's like short journeys. Start off little, get to know yourself, go to the library, get online, plenty of videos. I got videos on helping you. Plenty of people wrote books from a long time ago. Just take time out to study yourself. You could teach yourself how to be a doctor without going to college. Whatever you want to do, you could teach yourself. So don't let nobody tell you that you can't. You can figure out the trickery that people trying to do too. Speak up. Speaks up. Okay. Action. Camera. Maybe you want to be a producer. Maybe you want to get on in front of an audience and tell what's going on in your life. You got to meditate. Buy some cameras. Don't forget to pick up your feelings. Okay? Because they're only feelings. Let it pass. Sit still. Is that my feelings or somebody else's? Or somebody trying to put on me? You got a lot of trickery. They know how to put feelings on us as well. Visions and everything else. Is that what I was thinking? I was happy a minute ago. And now all of a sudden, now here comes some drama. Hold up. Is that me? Or somebody just projected that on me? Or I got the wrong people around me? So you got to start asking yourself some questions. Why did they stop us from using lead? Does it protect us from radiation? Why did they lie and told us lead was bad and stop using lead paint? Protection. Lead is for protection. They can't bring that 5G and the radiation in your house with the lead paint, but they convinced us that it was bad. Of course, if anything, too much of anything is not good, but they can look in your house now. Okay. They can put the 5G can come in and destroy you with the radiation. And if you need a financial advisor, no crooks, please. Research. You got money, you're finna get money now, so maybe you need that. No more stealing people's land and make them pay taxes. Well, I just told you, even this as well, it's really not nobody's. But why everybody can have a piece? This is a big old world. It's land that haven't even been inhabited yet. Why everybody can't just live somewhere? Because they want to squeeze you together and make you think this is how it is, the world overcrowded, we should get rid of people. It's an agenda. But if you travel, you'll see that I'm pretty sure where you stay at, you see land that's just sitting there. We got some selfish people that charge too much. They don't really care about anybody, that say they own it, stolen, whatever it may be. Then you got people suffering. One man said he would not sell it to his own culture because he didn't love his culture like that. Okay, so got all kind of things going on. We got car, ride. Okay, maybe you need a ride somewhere. I got my other reasons for us saying that. Okay, let's see. Let's do this Muller bag first. But don't let, okay. It says protect the elderly, but don't get killed. Okay. Yeah, what about them? Anybody paying attention to the elderly? Go and talk to them. Getting all that knowledge they got? Time. Time is on your side. Do you have time? Time is ticking. What you gonna do? Don't get caught up in other people's drama and beliefs. You gotta have your own. Y'all hear that over there? You gotta have your own, please, sweetie. Very important. You got theft crimes, society crime, air crimes. Just working on somebody else's job is not your path and not your destiny. What you came here to do. It's more to you than that. Robbery, racism, some mysteries that you need to solve. That's why you came here as Libra Scorpio, because you can dig deep into a situation. Forensic officer, forensic psychic. You came here to help society in some type of way because you go deep. You can see beyond the lies. You know what I'm saying? That's why you chose that. Cash value option, good life, break even, New York. Maybe that means something to you. Then we got grand prize winner, Seattle, future, and coffee. Whatever that means to you. Everybody got a role to play. We're on stage in this maze of a game. So be grateful. Love unconditionally and yourself first and foremost, right? Oh, too many. I don't want to do all that. Meditate. Unplug. Luck is on your side. Hello. Excuse me. Well, I'm going to get y'all chakra wisdom card, Libra gang, Libra Scorp. And I'm going to let y'all go. We got sixth chakra, third eye chakra, wisdom and discernment. I'm open to understanding the spiritual truths behind the situations occurring in my life right now. I offer my wisdom to assist others along their path. I trust in a higher source to guide me and to help others who ask for my guidance. I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to rather than just reacting to situations, acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. Hello. Okay. All right, y'all. I hope I helped y'all on the side in some type of way. You know, I was just like that. Karma had to come back to me. I scared a man one time on the bus so much. I found out about the travels and different things happening all over the world. I was like, you travel all over the world. Why you ain't come back and tell people about Jesus and tell them about Jesus was a black man and blah, blah, blah. That man was looking at me like, what? If I can remember, I would apologize to that man. I did not do my homework. He was like, oh I don't know. Well, anyway, love y'all. Like, subscribe, share, and comment with anybody. Give me a like. Y'all came on my thing. Don't even give me a like. If I go on anybody's video, I always give them a like. That helps it circulate. Other people can hear it. But y'all do what y'all do. Love y'all. Bye.